Some people question my choices. I retired early. I retired on $500,000, which is less than the recommended amount. I don't use a financial planner. I retired single. Gasp! This isn't everyone's cup of tea. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. This isn't the retirement that many people want, but it's exactly what I want. There's nothing uniform about retirement. Each person has a different path. Non-traditional retirement is more common than ever before. I wish I had planned for my retirement earlier, but until I was 50, I was married and had 3 kids at home. I wasn't really thinking about my own future. I was trying to survive living with 3 teenagers and making sure they all got through college. It's my own fault and I know it. I admit it, I messed up. I should have been planning for my future too. After that, I was putting my life back together after my divorce, so I didn't get really serious about retirement planning until I was almost 51 years old. I started my teaching career later in life when I was 40. Prior to that, I was a paraeducator and a bunch of other various jobs. I worked since I was 15, even earlier than that if you count babysitting and lawn mowing. After 40 years of working, almost 20 of that teaching, I was so incredibly tired of working. I decided I had to find a way to get out, to retire early for my sanity. I feel like I got out in the nick of time. It took me almost 8 years to plan, prepare, and save for my retirement, but I eventually got there. Life has no guarantees. Many people save lots of money for retirement and don't ever get to use it. Many people wait so long to retire, and finally at that moment they can be the freest, they're held back by mobility or health issues. You only have so many healthy years left and you can't buy those. I'm going to enjoy my healthy years while I still can. You don't have to get to the end of your life with a full bank account. You just have to get there without an empty one. Let that sink in. I knew I didn't need $1 million. I just needed enough. I live simply and I don't have huge needs. Eventually, I'll have Social Security. I have a small $800 a month pension. I have my investments and I have a paid off house. I think I'll be fine. So to get here, I decided to prioritize what was important to me and to dramatically scale down my expenses. I knew that was the only way I was going to make this work. Living frugally isn't always easy, but it can be really rewarding, focusing on those things that are important to you. Most financial advisors say you need to maintain your lifelong spending habits when you retire. That is true for many people, but some of us redefine ourselves in retirement and live on much less. This is one way to retire early. Many people don't understand how an average person has the means to pull off retiring early. And I'm very average. I never made a lot of money as a teacher. I did not get a lot of money in my divorce, and I don't get spousal support. I just prioritized living on less, paying off debt, and saving and investing. The majority of people have very little saved for retirement. Retiring early is a lot of really disciplined, hard work. When choosing between things or freedom, I just chose freedom. I've had a few comments on YouTube saying I'm not really retired if I'm still making money from YouTube. I respectfully disagree. This is just my opinion. A long time ago, traditional retirement meant stopping work and embracing a life of leisure. But things have changed. Retirees are no longer spending their days sitting in front of the TV or sitting on a rocking chair on the porch. That's a totally outdated stereotype. The idea of retirement makes many people think of Florida and rocking chairs. But that's a little outdated, don't you think? I retired early. I left my exhausting 50-hour-a-week career and I'm living off my savings now. The money from YouTube is really nice, but I'd be fine without it. Retirement means that work is an option and no longer required for you to survive financially. You'll actually still be making money from your investments in retirement. Does that mean you're not retired? I make a little money from YouTube and it's really nice, but in my opinion, I'm retired. YouTube for me is a retirement hobby. It feels more like play than work, and it's whenever I feel like it kind of hobby. The extra income I get allows me to do extra fun stuff, but I don't need this income to survive. It did allow me to pull much less from my bridge account than I had planned, and I'm very happy about that. But if it ever stops being fun, I don't have to keep doing it, and I won't. For me, retirement was about gaining control of my time. Many people work part-time in retirement for the extra income, for the enjoyment, or for both. When was the last time you thought, I love my life? For me, it was today. When I was working, I was almost always stressed out and exhausted. Retirement life is fantastic. It might just be in my head, but I feel like my aging has slowed. I knew retirement would be good for my health. I have almost no stress. I'm sleeping well, I'm exercising, I'm eating healthy. I'm convinced retirement can help or even reverse some health problems. I have a video about how my cholesterol went down dramatically that I'll link below in case you're interested. Living my best retired life is simple for me. I'm not doing anything to set the world on fire, but I'm so happy. I'm content with not doing much some days and taking spontaneous road trips other days. I look forward to waking up each day and I never dread what's coming up in the day ahead. That's huge for me. I'm just so grateful and happy. I appreciate all that I have and all the small joys every day. The freedom and peace I feel each day is amazing beyond words. I love my life and I'm so happy. I worked my entire life. Now it's time to have some fun. I think I'm set up for a comfortable and quiet retirement. Life is good. You can live a frugal, comfortable life full of adventure and time with your family. There are many unconventional approaches for retirement nowadays. Some people move to another country where the cost of living is lower. Some people live in their RV and travel the country. Some downsize and live in a tiny house. There's even tiny house villages. I think it all sounds fun. You just have to figure out what's right for you. If you love working and you love your job, then go for it. Keep working. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to decide when and what type of retirement is right for you. No one else can figure that out for you. I also think how much money you need to retire is very individual. No one can tell you how much to budget or how much you need to retire on. We all have such different expenses. It makes a huge difference where you live, how healthy you are, if you own your home, if you have debt, and on and on. Retirement is so personal. The exact amount of money you need depends so much on your situation and your lifestyle. There's not a magic number that's enough to retire on. There's also not a correct age, location, or way you should retire. It's all personal. People are rethinking what retirement means. They're coming up with creative, unconventional ways to retire. The meaning of retirement varies widely from person to person. It's no longer a one-size-fits-all concept of simply quitting work and retiring to a beach. Retirement can involve continuing to work in some capacity. It can involve pursuing passions, volunteering, or enjoying a more relaxed lifestyle focused on fun and personal growth. What about you? Are you planning a traditional retirement, an unconventional one, or something in between? What's your definition of retirement? If you want to share, feel free to leave a comment. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in early retirement, consider subscribing. I'm going to leave you with a quote. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Hope to see you again soon.